How many of us have them? Friends. Houdini, yay, Houdini in the house. At least Houdini was in the house a few minutes ago because I got my inspiration from him. Houdini's video was awesome because it gave you the lyrics, right? And he said, friends are okay and treat you real cool, but some mistake your kindness for being a fool. How about that, y'all? Some will definitely mistake your kindness for being a fool. And guess what? They might not be your real friend. Or they might be trying to use you for their own personal gain. So be careful with that too. One moment, I gotta get some water. Whew. I don't dance that often, but woo, I tell you, I think I need to take a dancing class or something. Okay. Ooh, thank God for H2O. Oh my, listen to Houdini. I'm serious. Listen to Houdini. And whew, I didn't sweat my hair. I washed it this morning and I ended up letting the air dry. So now it's getting bigger and bigger. So I'm having like a Tina Turner moment. I kind of like it. But before I get started, please subscribe to my channel and bop that bell, will you? I am going to be discussing enemies, frenemies, and friends. Enemies, I don't have to spend too much time on simply because if you have an enemy, you're going to know it. They're going to show you, they're going to pretty much tell you, they're going to pretty much do any and everything to destroy you. So that's your enemy right there. Your enemy is like the snake, like Satan. That is your enemy. So you can't really do anything about an enemy, but give it to God. That's it. That's all you can really do because they can be, they could be something else. So be careful. Just pray for your enemies too, though. Pray for them because it's their hearts that are diseased, not yours. So I'm not going to spend too much time on enemies. I'm talking about frenemies. Frenemies who pretend to be your friend, but truthfully, they're your enemy. They're the most dangerous kind of friends, y'all. I'm telling you the truth. Be very careful who is in your circle. Not everyone who's in your friend circle is a friend. I promise you that. I've been through that. And I know that somebody else has been through it too. Not everybody who pretends to be for you is for you. Keep that in mind. Frenemies are very dangerous. They're the most dangerous kind of friend enemy. They are because you don't know who they are. I mean, it could be who you think is your best friend. It could be someone who's in your family. It could be someone you work with. And they're out to destroy you, just like the enemy. But the enemy, like I said, doesn't hide the fact that he or she doesn't like you. But your frenemy hides it. And they hide it with a smile, just like this. How you doing? Oh, you have a great day. You have a blessed day, okay? I just love you. Oh, I like what you're wearing. Oh, where'd you get that? Oh, you got a new car? Girl, oh, I like. Your boyfriend is so cute. Oh, girl, y'all seem to be such a nice couple. Next thing you know, y'all already know what's going to happen, right? Next thing you know, she's trying to get close to your man. Or, if guys are listening, the opposite, they're trying to get close to your woman. So be careful. They're not your friend. They're your frenemy. Okay? So, y'all have to start having some discernment. That's exactly what I prayed to God about, to give me discernment. And the first thing I asked him was to show me who is and who ain't. And guess what I started doing? I started walking differently. I started acting differently. And the ones who came into my life, if they were able to slide in, like one actually did. I thought maybe she could be a friend, but we were so different, I kept saying, why do I even want to talk to this lady? I don't know if I was lonely for friendship. I don't know what it was. But I was like, what do we have in common? She was always complaining, always having a pity party. And then the last time we got together, we were at a restaurant. I had never ever been out with her before, but I went out with her. And we went to a restaurant and I ordered an entree and she ordered an entree also. but we ordered different things. Like she ordered, I ordered ribs and I think a baked potato and broccoli, and she ordered ribs and chicken and broccoli. And when the dinner came, she threw a hissy fit at the waiter, saying she wanted what I had. And I just said to her, I said, why don't you just take what I have and I just eat what you have? Because I was probably going to order that anyway and decided I want a rack of ribs. So that's what I ordered, right? But it was not a big deal. I wasn't going to eat the whole rack of ribs. I was going to take it back to my place and, finish it the next day or whatever. But she went off on the waiter, and the waiter was like, well, this is what you ordered. And I just said to her, I said, here, take my plate and I'll take yours. And then after the waiter left, because he was already really perturbed, after he left, I said to her, I said, look, I used to be a waitress many moons ago when I was in college. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you piss someone off about your food, if you piss a waiter or waitress off, I can't even tell you the things that people do. I mean, you can only imagine. They spit in your food. They drop your food on the ground and put it back on your plate. They do all kinds of things. Now, I'm not saying that I witnessed people. Well, actually, I did witness people do that at where I used to work in college. I never did it. The only thing I did whenever they were rushing and the dishwasher didn't have the forks and knives and all of that like ready to go, we would just quickly rinse off the fork or the knife and just dry quickly and just take it and give it to the customer. Now that probably was wrong too, because it should have been like really like soaked in some dish detergent. But that was the only thing, really. But I do know that people will mess with your food when you got an attitude. So to go back to that person being a friend, she's been suspended. She's no longer a friend. She's not. And she never was a friend. She was just someone that I let seep in. I let seep in to my life because I guess, I don't know, was I looking for something too? Maybe. But thank God he showed me. Thank God showed me who was and who wasn't. And I don't even talk to that person anymore, and I don't have any regrets. But I will always, honestly, truthfully, not have any beef or anything with her. But I will, if I ever see her, which I don't think I will just speak to her and keep it moving. But never, ever restore something that was never even really fruitful anyway. So I wouldn't put her in the frenemy category. I would put her in, I don't know what kind of category I put her in. But let me get back on topic. I don't even know why I went there. But I just had to tell you a story about someone I let in. And I was telling you, I asked God to show me who is and who ain't. And every now and then they might slip through the cracks with me, but I don't think that's going to happen again because I believe she was the last one. I mean, you don't pick fights with the waiter. I mean, you don't. I mean, these people are trying to work hard to earn their tips. And they're trying to please us as much as they can to give us great service. And if you ordered that entree, then you ordered that entree. That's what you ordered. He did not make that mistake. You did. So God showed me this woman is just too angry. She's angry about everything. I could not be friends with her. I couldn't. So thank you, Lord, for blocking that friendship or whatever it was going to be. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for that. Glad it didn't last too long. But frenemies, we have some. We have some. You have some. Be careful. They're jealous of what you have or who you have in your circle. And just like Satan was in the circle and he was sneaky. Got to be careful. Got to be careful of these sneaky people. Don't let them in. Don't let them in. They will start telling you things and making you believe things. You be like, Even your best friend, your best friend, the frenemy will start telling you stuff about your best friend. You know that you and your best friend have been best friends for 30 years. But then that frenemy who comes in will say, did you see the way she acted when you start planting stuff in your mind that ain't even true? And then you're going to believe it. Get rid of people like that. They don't mean you any good. Be careful with frenemies. They are the most difficult people to detect. But you got to have discernment. So my task to you is to ask God for discernment. Don't be no fool. Please, whether it's man, woman, boy, girl, don't be no fool. Because they will come from all kinds of directions. Put on your whole armor, your full armor of protection, okay? When it comes down to frenemies. I'm telling you, they don't mean you any good. Be very, very careful. They are very clever at poisoning the mind. They will sit back when you do something and they will watch, and they won't even say anything. They won't even like anything. But you know what? They might not have to like it, but so many other people will like it. And they're going to get even madder because they're like, how did she get that? How did she do that? How did he do that? You know, because she or he is hating, God's going to keep right on blessing. So be careful with your frenemies. I'm going to probably talk more about this topic because I think it could really help someone. I really, really, really feel that way, that it could really help someone. And there are more things that I want to say about frenemies, but I don't want to start giving you all a list of things like, 7 things or 10 things. Because honestly, it's just one thing. Be careful. Be careful. Have discernment about friends anyway. Have that discernment. And when you see someone trying to tear you down, or let's say like my hair looks like this, and the friend of me will say, why are you wearing your hair like that? I like your hair straight. I think you look cuter straight. Well, you know what? I don't care what you think. Because I like my hair any kind of way. So they'll start trying little things. Like they will even like try to reduce you to size. Like they'll say little things like little. Like, I saw your little show, I saw your little YouTube, or little words like that. little words like that. They're trying to demean who you are. They will say, I saw it in passing. Yeah, I watched, but I didn't have time to comment. I bet you watched 10 times, but you didn't have time to comment. Well, okay. Frenemy. That's exactly what they are, a frenemy. Be very, very careful. And if you got a man or if you got a woman, be very careful with them around your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, because they're going to try everything they can to try to mess up your relationship. So be careful with that too. That's what frenemies do. They want what you have. Don't let them in, y'all. Don't let them in. It's not worth it. Don't let them in. Now, a friend. In Proverbs 18:24, a friend sticks closer than a brother. And we all have some. I have some in my circle myself. Stick closer than a brother. And I'm telling you, they are your ride or die. Whether you've known them for 2 years or 2 months, or if you've known them for 50 years, and they've been consistent, they've loved you in spite of you. They let you complain, but they didn't just let you stay complaining. They told you about yourself. So if you're wrong, a real friend would say, you're wrong, sis. You're wrong, bruh. That's what a real friend would do. They will let you have your pity party for a moment, but they're going to keep letting you stay there. Now, that's a real friend. A real friend will pray for you. A real friend will love you. A real friend will encourage you. A real friend will be happy for your success. That is a real friend. They will not only be happy for your success, they'll be happy for your kids' success, for your grandkids' success. They will be happy for your success, period. They will root for you. They will be in your corner. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I have very few, but I do have friends. I have very good friends. Very good friends. And I thank God for that. I do. Now, my biggest friend, y'all already know who my biggest friend is, Jesus Christ. But we do need earthly friends, you all. We really do. We need a good circle of friends. And friends aren't somebody that you have to talk to every day or even once a year. You could talk to someone once every other year, and you know that person's going to treat you the same way you were treated 2 years before that. You're going to pick up right where you left off. How many of us have friends where we could just pick up right where we left off and we ain't got to say, where you been at? Why you haven't been calling me? I don't want no needy friends. I really don't. I'm in a space now where I have finally gained my own independence. I love being by myself. I love having solitude time. I love having it quiet. I don't need somebody saying, why you didn't answer my phone call when I called you? I put my phone right on Do Not Disturb. I really do. A lot of times I put it right on Do Not Disturb because I would never get anything done. And my real friends, that includes family too, my real friends know me. And my real friends will reach out to me when they know that I can talk to them, or I reach out to them when I'm ready to reach out. And it ain't no bad blood. It's like, I still love you. You know, I still love you. And I love them. That's a real friend. Again, a real friend wants the best for you. They're not jealous. They're not envious. And even if they're down and out, they're not jealous of your success. Not everybody's jealous of you. Your friend is definitely not jealous of you. The friend who sticks to you like a brother, they're going to ride or die. They really are. And you have to be more discerning about who's in your circle. Like I said, the enemy, we already know who the enemy is. The enemy is just, he or she is out there. The frenemy, be very careful with the frenemy, y'all. I'm telling you, that frenemy, they are very, very hard to uncover, because they could have been the ones who've been with you for a while. But then you notice all the red flags. You notice that they put you down, or if your lipstick color doesn't look right, they're going to tell you about it. I mean, they're going to say, or they might not tell you about it. They might say, girl, you're wearing red lipstick. You really should put on orange. Now, you know orange does not work with my skin color. You know, it might work with my skin color. I don't know, but I'm just saying. They might say, oh, put on pink. Or if your hair is sticking up. My hair might be sticking up. I don't know. But if your hair is sticking up, they might not even tell you. They're going to let you go out looking all crazy. Or if you got lipstick on your teeth, which just happened to me too. If you got lipstick on your teeth, a real friend would tell you. You know, if you got something hanging from your nose, a real friend would say, bruh, get your nose, get your nose. Or if your zipper is open, something like that. A real friend will let you know. A friend of me, they're going to let you look all crazy. So just be careful with your frenemies. Please, please be careful with them. We all have them. We all have them. And sometimes people will try to warn us, like, that's not a good friend for you. But no, we don't listen. So, you know, you got to figure it out for yourself. I had to figure it out for myself. And my whole thing is, your friend should be a mirror reflection of who you are. And truthfully, if you are hanging out with somebody who is not like you, then guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to become like them. And that is the honest to goodness truth. The lady I went to dinner with, I tell you, I don't think we had anything in common. So eventually, what would I have become? I would become someone who would have been complaining, talking about relationships that ain't happening. Nothing ain't happening. I don't care about, relationships or her relationship or whatever the case may be. I mean, it was just nonsense talk. So basically, I would have become her. Fortunately, I didn't let it last long. Again, I probably felt sorry for her, and I'm still trying to figure out why, but I don't know what category to put her in, so I'm not even putting her in any category. I'm just going to say she was a quick friend, maybe. Maybe I'm going to say she's a quick associate. Your friends should be a mirror reflection of who you are, truthfully. If you like going to clubs, then maybe you should hang out with people who like going to clubs. If you like being at home, having a nice dinner, chilled, taking strolls on the beach or whatever the case may be, those are the kind of people you want to hang out with. Those are the kind of people you want to hang out with. People who are doing something with their lives. They're not causing discord. They're not starting, you know what I mean? They're not starting S with people. They're not on the phone yapping all day talking about, well, you know what such and such did? Acting like Miss Kravitz. Y'all remember Miss Kravitz on Bewitched? Miss Kravitz was one nosy little lady, I'm telling you. But they're not acting like that, just spreading gossip. And oftentimes frenemies will spread stuff about you that's not even true, just to get people that like you on their side. So be careful with that too. Please, please, please be careful with that. Please be careful, because this happened to me. Be very careful. Very, very careful. Friends, if you got a friend, you got a friend indeed. Okay? That's all I wanted to say. I love you all. Have a beautiful, beautiful beautiful day. Bye-bye.